Oh, it's a motherfucking KoKo, baby. What up, everybody? It's your boy KoKo. Welcome back to another Spooky Macanonis. If you're new to the channel, consider liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. And if you already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button. With that being said, let's go ahead and get things started. Let's go ahead and hit that intro, and we'll go from there. Bam! Alright, let's go ahead and get things started. We're gonna start with Nuke's top 5, and then we're gonna move on to Sir Spooks, and then so on and so forth, and go from there. So let's go ahead and start with the first video.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Behind the scenes. With the increased popularity of social media and video sharing, it's only reasonable that sometimes unexpected things might occur while filming. But maybe not as unexpected as this. TikTok user Billy Golf was home alone, filming herself dancing to a song on TikTok. She got an unexpected and uninvited guest appearance.
We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud.
Oh wait, we saw this one. We saw this. No, we saw that one. 10 scary things caught on camera. Aliens. We saw that one last week. So in case you missed that one, watch that one last week. This one we didn't see this week. This is a brand new one.
Top 10 scary things caught on camera. Aliens. Face your fears. This video was featured on the nightly news in Ecuador. A boy is filming his father with a cell phone, focusing on the tattoo on his back. Instead, the boy captures something absolutely bizarre and terrifying. When viewing the video back, a strange face inexplicably appears in the video footage. Some believe that the boy somehow captured some interdimensional being on camera. Now, whether this footage is real or fake, interdimensional being or not, either way, it's just bizarre. Disappearing Act. This next clip is from the short-lived 1990s television series Paranormal Borderline with Jonathan Frakes. The host claims that this clip was sent to them anonymously and shows late-night footage from a factory security camera.
Fucked it up for myself.
There are 4 black and white pictures. In the top right quadrant, a worker walks right to left through a gate. He disappears here in a flash of light at 11:16 p.m. The tape continued to run normally until almost 2 hours later. Then the victim reappears in a second flash of light, now in a fetal position.
What the
then
fuck?
Moments later, now crouching, he vomits, and seconds later,
he got abducted and shit?
Staggers right to left, out of frame.
He got
probed.
The
story goes that after this incident, the man was never quite the same. Soon after, he quit his job at the factory and moved out of town.
He got probed. They put a probe up his ass.
Out of left field. In the Black Forest area of Colorado, it is said that Russell Elliott often witnessed strange lights around his farm. He began to document these strange occurrences on video. But one night he catches something a bit more.
A horse? What up, Nani? How you doing, my boy?
Come on, man. What?
Now, this is one of those clips
Fucking
that
alien?
might just be a little too good, if you know what I mean. But let me know what you think down in the comments.
That looks creepy as fuck.
Batteries not included. In St. Augustine, Florida, a man repeatedly
doing, my
hears
boy? How's
strange
everything?
noises in his house. So he sets up security cameras. There have been multiple sightings of what many locals believe to be an alien visitor. In this clip, a Brazilian news program tries to catch the creature on camera.
Olha lá, vi. Eu vi agora, velho.
What the fuck was that?
Chegou aí? Você
That motherfucker was like a light.
Some say that this clip is evidence of alien teleportation, as the creature seems to disappear in a flash of light.
Yo, that's
What do you
crazy.
think? Area 51.
Dia pareció Dia
In the early 1990s, a man identifying himself only as Victor
Victor.
went public,
Victor
claiming
Crumb.
that he had worked at
My
Area
boy Victor got a
51
big daddy
and had
dick.
smuggled out a videotaped interview with an actual alien being.
He said he had a tape of a space alien, an ET,
What up, Loco Doken?
that was being held in a military installation in Nevada.
What is your occupation at Area 51?
I won't answer that.
My occupation is I fuck bitches, I get them pregnant, and then
Clarify whether or not I was there as an employee.
Victor
bitches
says
get
that he
pregnant, and then I
removed the
leave
video's
them.
audio track to protect the government participants.
No, I don't tell
But
bitches
he
when they get
explains
pregnant,
the interview
but I
and
never pay
what
for child
went wrong,
support.
step by step.
But I won't tell them bitches that I'm the daddy. Whoa!
We're looking at the interview suite at S4.
What?
It's kept dark for the comfort of the aliens.
Yo,
The,
boy, that looks real as
viewer
fuck.
is just barely visible in the left foreground is the telepath, and behind the camera is a raked seating area for observers. The alien is seated behind a glass partition.
Can you imagine if that's how
by a
aliens look
containment
like?
area, which is maintained at biosafety level 2, the lowest designation. That's primarily for the protection of the aliens, not us. You can see here, the alien is beginning to flag. The interview was not going well. The telepath was trying to clarify some points from a previous interview, but he wasn't receiving coherent responses. As you can see, the being is in real distress. At this point, the telepath is sending out a message to the medical staff. He's trying to communicate
What?
with the alien, but he's getting no response.
I mean, was just beating his meat. He's like beating his meat and shit in the background. The alien was beating his meat.
There's very little he can do.
The alien is like,
There's no direct connection between
my man is beating his meat
space and the
on some local Doken shit.
area. That's the AIDS.
The thing is, the alien has the alien remembers this hentai he was watching, and the alien was jerking off in the background.
Slow
So
in responding.
the alien is about to climax right
I
here.
have to say, the medical personnel at S4 are less than first rate. They tend to be selected for their willingness to keep secrets.
He's like, my man, you can't be jerking off like that. You can't be jerking
By
off
the
like
way,
that.
he's not shining that light into the eyes. It looks that way, but in fact, he's checking for hemorrhaging around the eye sockets and in the nasal cavity. I'm sorry. It's very hard for me to watch this.
In the nearly 30 years since this video's release,
Yo.
it has never been proven fake.
That shit look
But
real as fuck.
What do you think? Real alien caught on tape? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
That shit look real as fuck to me. I don't know about you guys. That shit look real as fuck.
Swamp gas. Workers at a gas station in Peru are working late at night when they spot something bizarre.
Swamp gas. A bunch of swamp gas. Is that a little person? That's a little person. What the fuck?
The workers see a small illuminated figure no more than 3 feet tall. They approach it, but it seems to speed up to avoid them. They say that the thing had several legs, but seemed to float slightly above the ground.
What? Why are they getting
Ay,
close
¿dónde
to
huele?
it?
Ay. Se puede ver clarita sus patitas.
Dos patitas.
The workers say that the bizarre alien, robot, or whatever that is, just seemed to disappear into thin air as mysteriously as it had appeared.
I mean, for
Case
all
is
we know, it
currently
could be.
being
For all we know, that
investigated
could
by
be a
the Peru
drone.
Association of
But at the
Ufology.
same time, it looks suspicious because it's an
Men
entity
in
of light.
Black. Shane Sovar, a manager of a Niagara Falls hotel, reported that he spotted a strange triangular UFO in the sky above the hotel. A few days later, while Shane was out, his hotel received 2 strange visitors.
One of my bellmen approached me, and he kind of had a weird look on his face, and he said to me, "There's a couple guys in here looking for you." And I said, "A couple guys? What do you mean?" And he said, "There's a couple really strange-looking men that were here, and they kind of freaked everybody out, and they were asking questions about you. They were really, really tall."
Now,
he said, and they were identical height. They were the exact same height. They were wearing the exact same clothes, and they had the exact same faces, like they were twins.
Now 3 people witnessed the men's arrival and their strange.
you imagine if some
physical
motherfuckers came to look for you?
Were these the mysterious men in black who are said to appear after UFO close encounters?
Men in Black who got
no one will ever know.
who got BBCs? You imagine that the Men in Black came after you and they were like, "Yo, we got this BBCs for you."
Tree hugger. In this next clip, a man hears what he thinks are strange animal noises outside his house.
Why didn't you say no one said yes when I
Despite his
did?
wife's protests,
I didn't read it.
he goes to
I was on that powder shit.
And spoiler, it's not an animal.
I was on my Mike Jones flow. I thought you were saying yes to some other gay shit. I don't know. That baby powder. The motherfucker went like, "Peekaboo, bitch."
So is this an alien, a creature,
Sipping ass.
or just a very skinny guy in a mask? You decide.
It looks like Nani and shit popping off. He's taking a shit. Like, my man's, I'm taking a shit. Don't come over here. Be like, I'm taking a shit. Don't come over here.
Over on the YouTube channel Operation Z Project CXV, a guy named Ken claims that he captured some otherworldly being.
So I ended up making some homemade Hot Pockets.
Even though he didn't notice anything at the time. The
I
footage
put jamon
was caught
serrano,
on
which is like an
motion-activated
expensive
trail
ass ham
camera.
with egg in that bitch. Delicious.
A closer look reveals that there is indeed someone or something walking behind him. But
Oh,
whether
fuck.
it's an alien or not, I'll leave that for you to decide.
It could be an alien.
In this next clip, King claims that an alien has cloaked itself in some kind of invisibility
What if an alien shoves his
field
dick up your
and
ass?
then
Like,
peeks
no homo,
out
no
as
homo.
his cat
Because they're
passes
known
by?
for probing motherfuckers. Like, God forbid somebody gets probed. What if somebody comes out of nowhere and the aliens and they want to probe your ass and shit?
King claims his videos are 100% legit proof of alien life. But what do you think?
It doesn't show shit to me though. It's just shadows.
Thanks for watching. Suggest videos at nukestop5@gmail.com.
I don't know.
And follow
Let's
me on
watch the
Twitter
next
at
scary video.
nukestop5 to see some videos
Loco
that didn't
submitted
quite
something. Let me
make
see
it
what
to
he
the
got.
top 5. I'll see you next
Better not
week.
be some gay shit. Motherfucker! Let's go to slap that. I thought it was some scary shit for a moment. 10 photos of ghost children. Wait a minute. What up, what up? How you doing, my boy? Scary mask figure, scary doorbell camera videos leaked.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some terrifying ghost
What up, Ryan? How you
videos
doing,
that
my boy?
are sure to make you a believer. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content just like this.
Apparently this ghost videos of little girls and shit or little kids.
This video is the second in a series of 3 uploaded to Ritzy's official
YouTuber
YouTube
catches
channel
ghosts
in
and
January
tape.
2019. As the channel's in Indonesian, it's a little hard to gather exactly what's happening.
I don't even know
it
what the fuck
seems
that.
the
I don't know
group
what they're
decide
saying,
to
but that baby
investigate
girl
a
right there.
haunted house.
You
As
lift
they
up
make
that
their way
dress.
through the darkness, the man in the black hat occasionally attempts
She
to
screamed because
scare
she
the
knows she was
woman.
close to that dude.
Towards the end of the video, he tries one more time.
Yeah, yeah,
However,
submit, put a
the woman
video.
realizes
Put
what
the
he's
clip up.
to and keeps nervously turning to look behind as she continues speaking to the camera. If you enhance the lighting at this point in the video, you can actually see that there appears to be something far more creepy behind the group than just the practical joker.
Mike Tyson?
Pay attention to the lower body of the man dressed in white, and you can clearly see some sort of eerie figure moving past.
Oh shit! There was somebody behind him!
The figure then seems to disappear from sight. It can't be seen on the man's opposite side, nor is it visible behind him.
Get the fuck out of here. That was like some bitch sniffing his ass.
Paranormal enthusiasts are excited by the thought that this video could show
I'm gonna put your video right after this, Nani.
Camera. Skeptics are not so sure, with many claiming that it might simply be a well-contrived hoax.
Even if it was a good effects,
However,
that shit looks creepy as fuck though. Tell me that shit doesn't look creepy.
Difficult to tell, as the figure really does appear to vanish when it passes behind the man in white. Also, it can't be seen behind the group at any point prior.
That looks creepy regardless, whether it's effects or it's fake.
It's unclear exactly what the mysterious figure seen in the video really is. Many believers
it looks like a female.
That it is indeed a ghost that this YouTuber has caught on camera.
It looks like a female.
This terrifying ghost video was uploaded to Fluffy Jet Toys YouTube
This
channel
video I've
in
seen
October
somewhere before in the
2011.
past, and it's creepy as hell. I've seen that shit
claims
before.
The footage was captured by a group of teens as part of a Halloween dare the previous year. The teens were supposedly exploring the Morialta Falls Conservation Park, northeast of Adelaide, South Australia, when one of them dared the others to climb up to a large cave. By this time, it was already getting dark, and none of them had packed a flashlight.
This is why you never stay
As
nowhere
the teens
late,
approached the
and there's
cave,
no
a ghostly
flashlight.
figure suddenly appeared before them. Frozen with fear, the group could do little
Chill.
except watch as the apparition continued to walk past.
I'll be freaked out if I see some shit like this at night. Like
When
I
this
would
footage
just.
first appeared online, it caused quite a stir.
Because
and
one, you
even
don't have a
attracted the attention
flashlight.
of the local newspaper, the
Two, you don't know how to
Advertiser.
get back to where you're at, right? And then you see something like this in the dark,
According to
like
the uploader of the video, it was reported that earlier that year, a man had died in the area where the teens captured this footage. The clip clearly does show a figure of some sort. However, there are some who doubt its authenticity, claiming that it could simply be a clever editing job.
even if it's a
Coupled
clever
with the
editing
fact that
job.
The footage was uploaded to a channel primarily dedicated to children's videos, has cast doubt on the footage in recent years.
What?
While the uploader maintains that the clip was captured by a group of teenagers who wish to remain anonymous, there's little information on how the footage came to be in his possession or why he decided to upload it to his YouTube channel. While the mystery surrounding the video remains to this day, it's definitely an eerie clip.
That's
And if
creepy.
turns out
It is
to be
creepy.
Authentic, it'll likely be noted as some of the most compelling ghost footage ever captured.
Seeing something in the middle of a park like that and there's no lights and you have nowhere to get back, yeah, I would be
YouTuber
freaked out.
Prosperous uploaded this clip to the site way back in June 2006, and many believe it to be some of the strongest evidence of the existence of ghosts to date. The footage is said to have been captured by the Atlantic Paranormal Society while they were investigating the Eastern State Penitentiary in Pennsylvania, a prison often thought to be haunted. Although the clip is brief, it does appear to show some sort of hooded figure walking towards the camera. It then looks as though the figure notices that it's being filmed and quickly moves away.
That's creepy. It ran towards the camera and then it ran back.
As the Eastern State Penitentiary is often reported to
Get
be a
the
hotbed
fuck
for
outta here.
supernatural activity,
Y'all
many
saw that shit,
paranormal
right?
Researchers believe that the figure seen in this video is indeed a ghost.
It
And some
is
have even
old.
likened
It is
its
old, but it's
appearance
always
to
good to
Grim
watch it
Reaper.
back. And it was always good. I mean,
So what
Slap
do you
Ham
think?
ended up getting
Does
these
this
videos from
creepy
back in the
clip
day.
actually show proof of a ghost
But it's
roaming
creepy
this haunted
regardless.
prison? Or is there another
He uploaded this video based off of
Love to get your
old
thoughts
clips,
on this
but
one in the
still,
comments
they're
section
good.
below. There's very little information available about this
Riderless
video,
motorcycle
which seems
caught
to be
on
footage taken from a
CCTV.
CCTV security camera.
Riderless
Shortly
motorcycle.
into the clip, a
I
motorcycle
haven't seen
can be
this one. Wait a
entering
minute.
the camera's view from the top left
A
of
fucking
screen.
motorcycle?
It passes by the stationary car and nothing appears to be out of the ordinary until you take
Old
a closer
clips
look
with
at the
KoKo
motorcycle
does it while
itself.
he's losing his
There's no
hairline.
one driving it.
What the fuck? There's nobody on a motorcycle though.
While it's not uncommon to see videos of riderless motorcycles, they're usually the result of the rider losing control and falling off. The bike then usually continues driving forward for a short period of time before eventually toppling over. There's something truly eerie about this clip, however.
But it's creepy,
Perhaps
though.
it's the manner in which the motorcycle moves that tends to indicate that it might be controlled by some sort of unseen force, possibly even a ghost.
I don't know,
While
that's
it's
still
uncertain
creepy. If
what
I was to see
happens
something
the
like
bike
that.
once it leaves the camera's view, the way in which it appears to avoid the parked car certainly sends chills down your spine.
It's
But
weird,
is it really
regardless.
possible for a motorcycle to be controlled by a ghost? Or is the whole incident more likely to be little more than luck and coincidence?
You never know.
This terrifying
Oh, I remember this one. I remember this one. This is an old clip too that he ended up uploading here. This one is creepy to me. It's always gonna be creepy to me. KoKo, so I posted a pic of me right on Instagram, and this bitch got all mad because I deleted her comments because she was like, "I love you, babe." Is that your actual girl or is that somebody else?
However, when they were watching the clips a few months later, they spotted something rather chilling.
If that's your actual girl, she has all the right to be upset.
It's only visible for a split second before it
That's
disappears
creepy.
behind what appears to be a
Oh,
white
someone
table
else?
or bench.
Is she a girl though, or is she just somebody you mess around with?
If you watch the video closely, you can also see that the figure is not visible at the beginning of the clip either.
I would call that reverse snitching. Like she was trying to snitch on you, but at the same time, it's like
So
I'm
what
trying to
could it
claim
be?
you.
The uploader
Should have been like,
mentions
"You
the girl
ain't
seen
gonna
on
tie
camera
me
is the friend of
down."
his daughter, and the way in which the tablet moves indicates that there's also someone holding it. This accounts for both girls. However, it's also possible
Tell
that
the
there
bitch
could
you
be
ain't
another
gonna
person
tie me
there, and that the
down.
mysterious
Play that
figure
Ray
is
J
just
song
part
to
of a
her.
spooky practical
She'll
joke.
get more tight.
This seems unlikely though, as the uploader doesn't appear to have
Yeah,
any
that's
other
why
videos on his
personal
channel.
Instagrams.
That, coupled with the
I
fact
recommend,
that
at least for your
mysterious
age,
character
because
seems to
you're
appear
still like,
out
you know,
of
getting
nowhere,
bitches and shit.
tends to indicate
I'm past
that
that
the
point. I'm
footage
only
is
getting
probably
cougars and shit.
authentic.
Bitches that
While
don't
it's
have
not
Instagram and
possible to say
Facebook,
for
they just
certain what
they
these
already had their
girls have actually
kids.
captured on camera,
I just
the
go over to
figure
their
looks
house,
very
bust
much
my nut,
like
and
a
then get out of there and be like,
shadow
"Alright, girl,
person, a type of entity believed
I
by
ain't your
many
baby's
to
daddy,
lurk
so
on
I'ma
the edge of our
bounce.
vision.
Make me a quick
Some have
sandwich,
noted
give me a
that the
glass of
only way to
orange
really
juice,
see a
and
shadow person is to
you know, I'll be
capture
back
them
next
on
time to
camera,
collect my
as
quota."
their movements are usually
Be like,
too
"Alright, daddy."
fleeting
I'm
to
like,
be
"Don't call
noticed
me
by the
fucking daddy,
naked
because I ain't
eye.
your daddy, bitch."
So what do you think?
And then I slap
Does
her in
this
the forehead
footage
with my
actually
dick and I
show a
walk out of
shadow
there.
person lurking in the background? Or
The
could there
fuck?
be
Look at
another
that coming out of left
explanation for
field.
the dark figure's appearance?
So let me get some money for the taxi so I can get back.
Before we get to that #1 spot and take a look at some chilling footage taken in Japan, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on channel notifications.
Alright, we're
That
gonna
way
see what
you
Nani
get
submitted.
updates about all our latest videos.
That was creepy though. Even though he had old clips, some of those old clips still send chills down my spine because
This mysterious video appears to be an excerpt.
Japanese
taken from
reporters
Japanese
spooked by
television.
ghosts.
It shows a reporter and news crew opening a gate and entering.
I'm gonna
unknown
click on it. I'm gonna
property.
click on it.
The reporter then walks towards a small girl dressed in white, who is crouched under a tree with her head turned away. The reporter moves closer, prompting the girl to speak with her. Suddenly, the girl turns, revealing her oddly shaped face and large black eyes. Shocked by the little girl's appearance,
Holy
the reporter immediately begins
shit.
to walk away. The cameraman follows, but soon turns back for one last shot of the girl. To everyone's shock,
What
the little
the
girl has completely
fuck?
vanished, and the reporter and crew are left stunned by what they've just witnessed.
Whoa, shit! Gave me chills.
Could it actually be possible they've managed to capture the ghost of a young girl on camera? As there's little information available about this clip, we can only speculate.
I'm sorry, that sounded hella gay, but
We're at the house
that gave me
in
chills.
Were they there in search of something paranormal, or did they inadvertently stumble across the ghostly girl?
Damn, yo, that shit was creepy. You imagine being, the thing is this, what gave me the chills is imagine being there, that shit turns up and looks at you, and then there's nothing there. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do, right? And there's nothing there. That was creepy as fuck.
We got a brand new t-shirt in our store.
Eating tres leches with
We've
flan and a
sliced
cup of
tasty
milk
little
right
bit of
now.
ham
I
onto
know you
one
like
of
that.
our high-quality cotton
I know you like that
tees.
leche, my boy.
Let the
I know
world
he
know
was
you're a
about
proud
that
member
life.
of the ham-
Top 10 unsolved mysteries. Number 10. Nigga twerk. Nigga twerk is a popular video.
What the fuck is this?
American male twerking. This video is mysterious.
Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. And that voice too. Man, get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. Get that bullshit out of here. Get that bullshit out of here. Trying to see scary shit and coming out of left field with that bullshit.
These videos all have endings that will keep you guessing, and as you are
Number
watching,
10,
just
never
remember,
twerk.
not all surprises
This
end
video,
well.
I can't
Number
deal with that
10,
bullshit. I
an
can't.
officer
I can't.
pulls over a vehicle for
Never
running a
twerk.
red light. He and the driver are having a discussion about what to do next, when it looks like a third vehicle is trying to get the officer.
I wanted to, but I was still scared about the little girl, man. That little girl scared the shit out of me. I'm sorry, man. That little girl really was creepy as fuck.
The officer probably guesses he is being flagged down by
I'm still scared about that little girl, man. That little girl was scary as fuck, man.
From time to time during traffic stops.
Little girls are scary like that, especially in ghost stories.
At all.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here, man. You're good.
The headlights continue to grow brighter, and soon the officer realizes this driver has no intentions of slowing down. He steps around the back of the car moments before getting flattened.
Oh man, he was about to get
I don't
murked.
know if the person driving was just completely not paying attention, but this is a major violation that could easily land them
It is.
behind
It is. Hopefully they
bars.
caught that
The
motherfucker.
police officer lets the first person go and ducks into his squad car to pursue the other car. I'm sure this is definitely not how they were expecting the traffic stop to end. Number 9. This Oklahoma weather report has an interruption.
By the way, hopefully, I don't know if you guys have family in Florida, Georgia, or the Carolinas, but if you do have family members over there, I hope they're okay.
This is live on air.
There's a big hurricane happening, a big storm heading over there right now, and
I think most people
I hope everybody's is good. I hope if you have family members, I hope they're okay over there.
The actual event.
That was
A type 5 hurricane is no fucking joke.
I can tell you that much right now. Let me finish this forecast and then.
Rather than evacuate, she and the rest of the
She had
crew
a fucking.
bravely
And earthquakes are
finish
no
up the
jokes
weather
either.
report, despite getting rocked by an earthquake over 4.0 on the Richter scale. Let me know if you would have put your job first.
4.0.
and done the same, or if you would have been out of there immediately.
I mean, if you're alive, you're alive.
Number 8. A news reporter is getting ready to go
That looks
live
creepy.
when an elderly local wanders into his frame.
How are you?
The two politely exchange hellos, and the reporter thinks nothing of it until he squints off in the distance, thinking he recognizes the person from somewhere. As it turns out, the man who just passed them by was the exact same person who they were seconds away from doing a missing report on.
I'm Jerry, man. Been looking for you for a while. You hurt or anything? No? You cold?
He has memory problems and had
This
wandered
video
away
I sent
yesterday.
went good with Scary
Looking at
Maka.
him,
It did, but
he
at the
wasn't
same time, like
telling anything
you
wrong with
calmed
his
me down a
memory,
little bit. I'm not
but
gonna
his
lie to
shoes
you.
are wet and he has been wandering in
I
the
was scared
wilderness
shitless. I bet you if I
overnight.
would have put something else scary
Fortunately, he
afterwards, I would have
soon
shit my
found his way back
pants.
to
But
the
you
road,
kind of calmed
and
me.
they
You
were able
soothed
to
me
get
down a
him
little bit, so
before
it
he
wasn't
became
bad.
too
4.0
exhausted
earthquakes
and
in Cali are
lost.
nothing. I know they're nothing, but for people who
This
haven't
man
experienced
went after a
earthquakes,
string
they
of
don't
banks
they don't
along the
know
Cincinnati
what it means. So like
tri-state
here in New York, for
area.
example,
Police were
just
flooded with
experiencing a
anonymous
4.0
calls
is
from
kind of
people
scary
who
for
claimed
everybody,
to know who it
and it's only
was.
because
When
remember
they
we're
went
in
to his mother's
big
house to
buildings,
take
right?
him
We're in
into
big buildings. I
custody,
know there's big
she
buildings
was
in Cali
extremely
also,
distraught and said she
but
had watched
imagine
the
people
news
here are
and
not
already knew
prepared for
why
that
they
because
were
we're not.
here.
It's not common
The
to
two
have
pictures
earthquakes
look
more than
almost
4.0 or
identical, and the
5.0 in New
sunglasses
York.
did little to hide his
So
true
imagine if we were to
identity.
experience
It
a
seems like an
7.0,
open
we
and
would
shut
be
case,
freaked the
but
fuck
you'll
out.
never guess
So
the
obviously
ending.
it's not normal.
After some more investigating, they find out the real crook was this man named Conrad Zerdiak, who
Conrad?
had bought a lifelike mask for
The
$1,000
fuck? Why you gotta be black?
and used it during his spree. The mask just so happened to look exactly like the suspect in question.
Motherfucker looked like Young
Conrad's
Jock.
girlfriend
I'm
had
sorry,
him
not to be
tune
racist, but that
in.
motherfucker
They
looked
may
like Young
very
Jock.
well have gotten the wrong guy.
Meet me
I
in the
wonder how many
club.
other times
Was
the
going
realistic
down.
mask was used to commit a wrongdoing, and how many other innocent people may be put
That looked
behind
like
bars
cows.
under similar circumstances. After all, saying that somebody was wearing a mask that looked just like you is a pretty unbelievable alibi. Number 6. A Russian police officer pulls a car over at a security checkpoint for questioning, but he barely has a chance to say anything before he finds himself jumping in the vehicle to save his life, and you'll never guess from what. About 20 vicious wolves emerge from the frosty forest
What the
and run in
fuck?
unison down the M23 highway. I can't tell if this is computer-generated effects
Get
or an
the fuck
unedited
outta here, 20
CCTV
wolves?
video, but if this really happened, then the police officer gets into the car just 3 seconds
Dragon
before a
Fox
large
head
wolf
that looks
trots
like every
by,
black
where
man I
he was
know.
just standing. He doesn't even get the door shut in time, and the animal could have jumped in if it really wanted
Yo,
to.
imagine 20 fucking
The
wolves.
must have recently feasted, because they do seem rather unconcerned with him. But I have little doubt that one of them would have taken him out just for sport.
Even if
he had
those were
stood in their
just
way for
dogs, I
much
would have been
longer.
freaked the fuck
Number
out.
5. This Birmingham, Alabama restaurant seems to be rapidly
Alabama.
falling apart, with surprised customers still inside. Chunks of ceiling lay strewn on the ground as more infrastructure cracks and breaks
Wolves.
overhead.
How the fuck is that ceiling falling apart? It depends. There are different types of wolves. There are some that are really big, but there are different races of wolves. They're just different types. How the fuck you're eating in a restaurant
Through
and
the ceiling
things?
and lands on their feet, covered in fiberglass insulation.
There was a guy going through the ceiling.
Fortunately, this happened over an empty table and not the counter area, where somebody could have easily gotten harmed.
There was a guy in the
They try to act
fucking
like nothing is
ceiling.
wrong as they walk to the exit and drive away. Later, the man is apprehended after a short chase by police. Investigators think he was trying to take money from the back office, but accidentally
What a
fell through the main
dumbass.
dining
How
room
do you try to
instead.
steal from a...
Whatever his reasoning was, I'm sure the customers never guessed their meal would be ended early by his grand escape.
If I was there, I would have gotten my
Number
food for free. I would have been like, I'm
two
not paying for my
golfers in
shit.
Florida decide to have some fun with an
Now, what would you do if a
alligator
rattlesnake got really
embankment.
close to you? If you got bitten, you know when they say situations like that, you can't panic because then the poison, if it is a poisonous snake, it will travel much more faster through your bloodstream. And second of all, they say that you have to take a picture of the snake so that way when the ambulance comes, they can see what type of snake it is.
Definitely not the ending they were expecting.
Dead ass, that motherfucker took the golf ball and ate it.
Noticed how the gator
That's a
seems to hold
G.
eye contact with the person
That's a
recording.
motherfucker. You
I know
ain't
these
getting this
reptiles
ball
have very
again.
limited
Go
intelligence,
suck
but
a
it's almost
dick.
as if the gator knows it has the last laugh as it slips into the water without.
Because they hit him in the head with the golf
Number
ball.
3. A YouTuber named Alone in the Dark takes a 2-hour tour of a haunted hospital.
Well, I've seen
that
his
has been out of
videos. I've seen his
commission for a
videos
long
Alone in the Dark.
time.
He has some creepy
repeatedly
shit.
hears noises and gets signs that he is not alone. Like here, for example, when you can see a light appear out of nowhere.
Gators are
in
actually
response
tasty.
to
I've
his
had when I
voice.
lived in Florida.
At one point on an upper floor, he finds a long streak of dried red liquid.
Gators are
running
actually
down
really
the wall
tasty.
from
They
a
taste like
nearby
chicken,
ceiling
actually.
vent. It almost looks like someone was grabbed from above by something terribly strong and pulled up into the ventilation duct, where they met a horrible fate. Something else strange about this video is how all of the cabinet doors that he passes by seem to be flung open. Cabinets opening by themselves.
Never say
is a
that,
classic
but like
sign of a
Tupac.
haunting. So
How?
take that for what you
Gator
will.
Gator?
When he is finally ready to leave, the paranormal events really pick up in ways you'll never guess.
There's a lot more going on in this neighborhood.
First, he hears an ambulance pull up to the
90% of wild animals taste like chicken. Yeah, they do. They do. Gator Gator. I say Gator
broken
Gator.
glass reflecting into the beam of his flashlight. But then again, it could be a paranormal energy signature. Either way, the timing of the ambulance.
I see. This is the
siren
thing.
too much of a coincidence
I
for
wouldn't
me to
go
believe
exploring
this was
places like
anything
this, man. Because if
normal.
something
Number
happens,
2, a European
man's got
factory
balls.
worker takes a thin rod and coaxes molten metal down a chute. Once he has a steady stream going, he takes off his protective gear, and you'll never guess how the video ends. With no glove and not even so much as a jacket to protect his bare arms, the fearless factory
How the
worker
fuck you
swats at
hit-
the lava-like substance with just his hand. Watch how the splattered molten metal scorches a nearby pipe and dries into thickened black clumps, and you can tell this is definitely real. No editing. He does this no less than 6 times and holds his hand out to show only some black
My man got
fingertips and nothing
balls.
more. I have no idea how this is humanly possible, or more importantly, how he was able to discover this bizarre and rare talent, let alone put
He
it
be
to
finger
use at
finger
random.
popping bitches, right? And when he
Before we
finger
get to
pops,
number
yo,
one,
chill. I don't give a fuck
this
about your bullshit, man. My man, like every time you come out of nowhere, just say that shit before the video starts, so that we can get it out of the fucking way. I don't give a fuck about your videos and your music. You ain't never gonna make it in the music business, bitch. I'm sorry. I'm being a dick.
Number 1.
Chills. I'm sorry.
3 masked men attempt daring heist in Sydney, Australia at the Miller Shopping Centre. They are in the middle of taking jewels when literally everyone in the store decides they are not going to take this, and soon the men find themselves running for their lives. Customers and staff join together and chase the men out of the mall. Not even the fact one of the masked men is holding a sledgehammer is enough to hold.
Alright, we're gonna get to some ghost videos. We're gonna go to Sir Spooks after this.
The 3 masked men flee into
and then
speed away with the mob close
the Middle
behind.
Eastern guy, he actually has some good new
Similar
videos that came up.
caught on video. It's quite a surprise to see everyone join in to chase off
Let me
the
see.
robbers for
We
once.
had actually. Let me
It
see.
is said that 3 a.m. is when most paranormal and scary events happen, and as these videos show, it might just be better to go to bed early instead.
Okay, let's go to Sir Spooks really quick, and then we're gonna go to top 5. Where's the other one? So we're gonna go to Sir Spooks really quick, and then there's another guy. His name is I'm gonna tell you right now what his name is. He's actually really good. So we're gonna check videos from top 5 scary videos after we watch Sir Spooks, and then we're also going. I was hoping the Blair Witch game came out for the PS4, but it's only for PC, unfortunately. So we're gonna check Sir Spooks after we check Sir Spooks. Top 5 scary videos after Sir Spooks, and then there's one more channel I actually wanted to show you guys. His name is King Frostmere. I'm sure you guys have heard of him before. King Frostmere actually has really good videos that he has up on his channel, and they're pretty scary as well. So let's see what Sir Spooks has, because he probably does have a new video up, unless we actually already saw that. Did we see this one? 5 scary ghost videos caught at night? I don't think we've seen this one. And then we're gonna see Loco Token's video.
Hello everyone.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen. I don't think we have not seen this one.
5 scary ghost videos caught at night. I tried yet again to find some of the most.
Yeah, we haven't
ghost
seen this one
videos
before.
out there, and I think I found some pretty creepy and rare ones. So let's begin.
Coco, near the end of the stream, I'll put a video that will make your next. Okay, got you.
Patrick Cochran went to the haunted Hinsdale house to do a paranormal investigation when he caught something strange on camera. The story of the haunting ghost that Clara and Phil Dandy lived in the house with their children in the 1970s. They experienced many ghostly visitors during their time there, and they even had a priest perform several exorcisms.
Chill.
That worked for a while, but the family had to move when the paranormal activity became too much. Other families have attempted to live there, but they
Give me a
didn't stay
fucking
for
second.
long.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
The house was then purchased by Daniel Clays, who allows teams to investigate the property.
Daniel Clays.
In this video captured by Peter Cochran,
That's
he
not a bad way
believes
to
that he
make
caught
money.
An arm and shoulder of a ghost.
The arm and shoulder of a ghost.
I just got fairly really cold.
I saw something there.
This one is hard to explain away because it certainly looks supernatural in appearance.
I mean, it looks like an
That's not to
arm
say
for
it is
sure,
something paranormal.
but I thought I was gonna say something
It
more
could very
creepy.
well be an
But regardless,
illusion created by a light source or reflection of sorts. If we zoom in
It
and
still
slow
looks creepy.
down the footage, it does have the appearance of an arm and hand. But what do you guys think this is?
definitely looks like something creepy that I wouldn't want to be near with. Absolutely.
The Oxford Ghost Light is an urban legend that has been around as far back as the 40s. According to the legend, if you drive out to where Oxford Milford Road and Earhart Road meet, facing south and flashing your headlights 3 times, the phantom light will appear in the distance coming towards you and then suddenly disappear. If you are to believe what people say, this is supposed to be the phantom motorcyclist. The story behind the phantom motorcyclist has several variations, but they all conclude with the unfortunate passing of a, you guessed it, motorcyclist. In this old video,
I don't
a
see
man
shit
drives
though.
toward the infamous location while telling a variation of the urban legend. Immediately as he arrives, he sees the light and captures it on tape.
Turn off the car. 3 times. Anything. What is that? There it is. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Get the fuck out of here. But it's not coming towards him, is it?
What is that? What is it? What is it? Just went out. There, it's back. What is it?
Wait a minute. Is it gonna disappear?
God. Oh my god. It's one light. There it is. Where'd it go?
No.
Again. It's coming over the hills. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's supposed to be no, it's supposed to be a motorcyclist that passed away and whatnot.
We got it, baby. Oh my gosh. Guys, I made it.
In this old video alone,
It has look
it's
a
hard
token.
to tell whether it's something paranormal.
No, it's they were saying that basically when you flash your light 3 times in that road, a ghost light shows up, which is supposed to be a motorcyclist that passed away and whatnot.
That
So
may very well be it, but maybe, just maybe, one of them is the phantom motorcyclist.
they're saying it's the phantom motorcyclist that passed away.
This video uploaded in November.
Ghost sighting, ghost
2011
captured on
claims to
video
show
in
real
Johannesburg,
ghost sighting
2011.
caught on camera
That's in
somewhere
Africa.
Johannesburg. A few friends are gathered inside a house when something strange appears outside.
Ik vind het zelfs een naar mijn gezicht te komen.
Je kan ook secreet hebben.
Er is een kaartje achter. Je gaat dus altijd, je gaat dus dit druk op beetje smoke.
Ach, maar...
We gaan arm weer.
Ik geef het wel terug in dit video.
Maar je geeft nooit. Wat is dit gebeurd? Wat? Was dit zo buiten? Heb je het gezien?
What the fuck was that?
Notice that could make this fake is the ominous rumbling atmospheric sound effect in the background of the video.
What the fuck
it
was
sounds
that?
like something that was added onto the audio track after filming the video, but nevertheless, it appears
Something
that
was
most
staring
people
at
believe
them.
this one to be real. If it turned out to be a hoax, then I still think it's quite well made.
Yo, tell me that's not creepy. A big motherfucker that looked like a dinosaur standing outside the door.
It's time for yet another video captured at the haunted Hinsdale
Daniel
house.
Clays.
This time, the video was uploaded by the owner of the house himself, Daniel Clays. The first video does appear to be in the daytime, but the person featured in the video is sleeping on a couch, as a ghost allegedly manipulates his blanket while sleeping. Take a look.
Bobby. Watch Bobby. She's sleeping. Right there.
That's fucked up. That's creepy.
What is that? This is at Hinsdale.
Now, if you're sleeping, right, and something is moving your covers, that's scary as fuck.
This is Bobby sleeping on a very small couch.
Now, if I'm gonna be sleeping and my sheets are gonna be moving,
The second
that shit better be jerking me off and
also
shit.
allegedly shows a ghost
I mean, I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying that's creepy as hell that you can't notice because you're sleeping.
Okay, I'm gonna be shifting my arm. Watch what happens. See that?
How do you fall asleep in a haunted place, though?
Okay, it's coming up again.
Yo, get the fuck out of here. I wouldn't be able to sleep in a place like that. There's never eating while jerking to ghost videos or also getting groped by Cosby. What the fuck? That looked like something that was getting up on the bed.
It definitely looks kind of odd.
What if you get wet dreams because ghosts be jerking you off and shit?
It wouldn't be crazy to think that this could be poltergeist activity caught on video. Be sure to check out
What the fuck? I never thought about that.
for many more paranormal
I never thought about
at
that.
several
That's
different
pretty scary.
locations.
That's pretty creepy and scary at the same
Links,
time.
as always, in the description. The paranormal team known as Nature
Shocking full
Paranormal
body
Sea
apparition
Fest
or
went to a
celestial
cemetery
being.
in Oregon, where they allegedly captured a full body apparition on camera. In the description of the video, they
Now, how
state the
full
following,
is a body
quote,
apparition like that?
"We're
let's
not
see.
sure this was a supernatural being, celestial being, or elemental, since it was watching us and then knelt down, stood up again, and walked 50 feet, and then back again before disappearing before a tree. End quote.
Elemental?
They also mentioned that they had to do 3 different recreations to make sure it wasn't a person, but they simply couldn't make out what it was. Take a look.
Okay, this looks interesting. Wait a minute.
I'll put this right here.
Look behind the tree. Look behind the tree. The fuck is that? Now, look at me focus. It looks like a being of light. And then it starts walking.
Let's take another look enhanced.
Yo, that's creepy as fuck. I mean, I could definitely see something there. It gets up, it starts walking.
To me, it looks like there's definitely a figure of sorts walking around the cemetery.
It looks very slim, creepy as fuck, and at the end of the day, something like that would just be.
For you guys to decide.
Yeah, that's definitely creepy for me.
Compelling videos I've been able to find. And if you want to watch the full investigation,
let me see,
along with their attempted recreation, then I will of course leave a link in the description.
Let me see. Where is the other one I wanted to show you guys?
And that was
top 5 scary videos. Top 5 scary videos.
You enjoyed, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
He has good stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. He definitely has good stuff. Top 5 scary videos. That's the channel right over here. So let's go ahead and click on his. Top 5 lore explore vampires in literature. But what I actually want to look at is, instead of that, top 5 scary churches where praying won't help you. That's one of the videos that I wanted to see last time. I think that's one of the was monsters in literature. Yeah, let's look at the church one. Because think about it this way, a lot of people think churches are holy, but I don't know. You feel safe at churches, right? If you're Catholic, I'm not Catholic, but imagine feeling safe with your religion, and then I don't know where you can't even feel safe at the actual church, and it's a damned. I agree. I agree. Oh, so wait a minute. Let me go ahead and click copy on this, and let me put your video first. Let me go ahead and put your video first. Copy on this, and let me put your video first. Inception! Get the fuck out of here!
Or just a big fan of architecture.
Oh, you mother...
Whether you're religious, a ghost hunter, a history buff, or just a big fan of architecture, there's nothing quite like a church, specifically an old church, with a lot of them housing some very dark...
My fucking heart!
...biased evolves to restless spirits. Churches, though they are a sanctuary for some, can also be some of the
hurt my chest.
places you can encounter. So today on Top 5 Scary Videos, I'm going to be counting down our list of the top 5 scary churches.
I got a pain in my chest.
Help you. Let's jump in. Coming in at 5, St. Paul's Episcopal Church, Key West, Florida.
That hurt my medulla oblongata.
Is the 4th church structure built by St. Paul's between the 1800s and early 1900s.
Motherfucker, dead ass though.
Bright and new, this is because the church has been rebuilt numerous, and I mean numerous times. The original church, made of coral rock, was completed in 1839. However, it was destroyed during the Havana hurricane in 1846 and was rebuilt in 1848.
So that means the church is abandoned. Now, when churches, but you look like as if you was about to get on your knees and pray.
However, by some good fortune, the rectory survived unscathed, and the rebuilding once again began on the third structure, ending in 1886.
I don't even want to go back and look at what face I made.
once again, though, in 1909 when the church was destroyed by a powerful
That could be a good meme. You could, because I left a whole bunch of space on this side, so you could put a whole bunch of shit over there.
And construction was completed in 1919. However, during all of these rebuilds, it was
that shit hurt my chest, though. The fuck?
Ground, with the land being previously owned by the Fleming family before the church was built, and the land was only granted after the widow was assured her husband's remains.
So wait, so the church got destroyed. It got renovated a couple of times.
This is where it gets spooky. Legend has it that the promise was broken, and the widow's husband, John William Charles Fleming, was removed from the site. Spookier still, according to some locals,
shit! So they moved. You never moved the dead person's remains.
One being a ghostly group of children who were killed in a fire set by a jealous deacon who was taking revenge on his unfaithful wife. Yeah, yikes. Coming in at 4 St. Andrews on the Red,
Get the fuck out of here.
Canada. Built between 1845 and 1849.
This bitch is just talking. She don't even make shit creepy. She just makes me want to jerk off and shit. Let's go to Frostmere. And then we're gonna watch some Japanese ghost videos, because Japanese ghost videos are pretty creepy. So Frostmere actually has really good stuff, by the way. So let's go ahead and check his videos. He really does have good stuff, and I like the way he narrates things because, you know, it's pretty creepy. The Scariest Home Video Seasons 2. Let's look at something else. He has something on here. Frostmere, YouTube, Future, Twitch, and creepy videos. There you go. The Scariest and Creepy PT remake. I got jump scares. We've seen that one before. Wait a minute. Scary video of my one-man hide-and-seek ritual. What? We're not looking at that hide-and-seek ritual. Get the fuck out of here. Hold on. The scariest things that have happened to people. Let's look at this one, actually. And then we're going to go look to 6 scary Hatman encounters people have witnessed.
Many people have reported that they had an encounter with a frightening, dark shadow man who is wearing an old hat. The so-called Hatman always seems to invoke intense fear and fright when seen by witnesses. In this video, we want to take a look at some real accounts of Hatman sightings.
Frostmere, actually, check his channel out. He definitely has really good stuff. Definitely go check. He has 2 channels, Frostmere and I forgot the other one, but he has good stuff.
I only just found out about the Hatman yesterday, and at first I didn't react so much.
Now, I have heard about the Hatman. It's pretty scary folklore tales.
I was 9 or 10 years old and very lonely, and I used to walk around my neighborhood on my own, just admiring nature. So one day, in broad daylight, I was walking down the street, and for some reason I stopped outside one of the apartment's basement window because I noticed something in the corner of my eye. So I turned to look inside, and there stood a tall, thin old man with a black top hat and all dressed in black. At first, I could only see him in profile, but he must have known I was looking at him because he slowly turned to me and looked up, and all I could see and remember was the creepiest smile I've ever seen and big hollow eyes staring at me.
Get the fuck out of here.
Real. I freezed at first, too afraid to move, but then I just ran as fast as I could down the street, crying my eyes out. I never walked past that window again.
That's creepy as fuck.
I was sitting on my couch, watching TV and dozing. I felt like someone was watching me, so I opened my eyes. There was a black figure, wearing a trench-like coat and a hat, and it was reaching out its arm, with its index finger pointing towards me, as if it was going to touch me. Then it disappeared. I wasn't afraid of it. It just seemed curious.
Get the fuck out of here. You imagine seeing something like that?
I was in the process of moving out of my first apartment about 30 years ago. It was the first place I rented all by myself, and I had lots of odd experiences there, but that's another story. I remember I was there moving the last boxes out by myself one night, and I swear I had been seeing things out of the corner of my eye all day, like shadows or silhouettes. I have always been skeptical though, and just assumed my eyes are playing tricks on me. Anyway.
So I got a creepy story actually now that I remembered. So upstate, I used to live in this place that was like a little mansion that got turned into the apartments. The mansion was called the White Mansion because it belonged to this family called the Whites. Apparently the wife ended up dying. They had a tragic past. Now, I don't believe in places being, I don't say I wouldn't believe in places being haunted, but if you're gonna be living in a place, right, you're not going to be thinking about that bullshit, because you know whatever, at that time the place had 11 apartments. It was a little mansion. It was pretty big, but they turned up the places into apartments. So it was 11 apartments. Only 4 of them were filled. So they renovated the whole place. They were still filling up the location, but only 4 apartments were filled. I lived in the top floor, and I had my own little balcony. Everything was beautiful. Obviously, living in a little mansion is amazing. Everything was included. I moved everything, nothing out of the ordinary, because I moved in the morning. My boy helped me out, nothing creepy. So it came time for me to do the laundry, right? The laundry is in the basement, out of all places, right? Now, in the laundry to the basement, the creepy thing is that even though the stairs will creak at night, they go like, you're not thinking anything creepy of it, right? So I'm like, let me just go do laundry late at night because there's nobody here. It was football season. I had ordered pizza. I was having a couple of beers, I go downstairs to the basement. There's a long ass hallway where they have storage. The way storage works here is that you can rent out storage and you can just put your stuff in there, right? If you want to rent storage. The lights were off. Obviously, if people needed to come do laundry, they had to come down that main set of stairs and either come to the laundry room, which is on the left side where I was at, or make a right to go to the storage place. Now, I'm doing my laundry, minding my own fucking business. I'm with my phone. I don't know where I hear creaking on the fucking floor, like, and walking up and down the stairs. I'm not paying attention to it because I'm like, it could be just one of the neighbors. So I'm still doing my laundry or whatnot, and I see somebody pass by wearing all black. Obviously, you're not thinking anything of it because in your head, you're like, you know what? I'm doing my laundry, minding my fucking business. It could be a neighbor. People wear black all the times. They walk into the storage area. That's it. I'm not paying mind to it. I just see them walk in there. They come walking back out. They go up the stairs again. I get my laundry. I take it out. I go back to my apartment. I still have to finish getting my socks and my boxers that are in the laundry downstairs. So I go back down, and I see the figure walking down, like I'm behind him, like a floor above him. He walks inside of the storage area, and I go into the freaking thing, right? Out of nowhere, I'm still doing my laundry and shit, and then get the fuck out of here. This is the creepy part. Out of nowhere, I'm trying to go back up, right? And then I see the person just standing there in front of one of the storage crates. And I'm like, hey, you can't see anything. Why don't you just let me turn on the lights real quick? I'm like, let me help you out. I'm seeing the person in the dark, obviously, right? They're just standing like this in front of the freaking storage place. I'm like, let me just turn on the lights. Let me help you out. I'm trying to be good. I turn on the fucking lights. There's nobody standing there. Oh my god. I pick up all my shit. I run upstairs as fast as I can. Never again I went to go do laundry at night. I was like, never fucking again. And from there on out, I knew shit was creepy at night. So what I would do is I went ahead and I would like put shit by my door in my apartment. I blessed the apartment, and I said, I don't want no crazy shit happening here in my apartment. Like, I'm good. You would hear creaking noises at night, and even when more people moved into the mansion, everybody would complain and say, who the hell is walking outside in the hallways late at night? It's so late, people have to work the next day. Who the hell is walking in the freaking mansion? And you got your glow in the dark with sparkles, boys. Get the fuck out of here. And nobody knew what the hell it was. So at one point, one guy ended up going out in the hallway late at night to see who the hell it was. That motherfucker fainted. He actually played for the Buffalo Bills, which was crazy. He played for the Buffalo Bills. He actually went out to go find out who the hell was walking late at night. That motherfucker fainted, and he doesn't know what happened. And we all came out. We called the cops. The cops came. And here's the part that creeped me out the most. He said he saw somebody attack him wearing all black. There was a whole bunch of cops that came. They started checking the back of the mansion. They checked up and down. They knocked on people's doors. I'm here all quiet in my head, looking all nervous. And they asked me, are you okay? Can we go check your apartment? I'm like, yeah, come check the apartment. But I'm here freaking out because I'm like, it's the same black figure I fucking saw in the basement. After that, thank God, they hit me up in New York and they told me, when I come back and move into Manhattan, I said, I'm going back to Manhattan. I'm going back to my house.
I remember I knocked over this
It was a creepy mansion, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can look it up. It's called the White House, the White Mansion, in Buffalo, upstate. It has a lot of backstory to it.
Is directly behind you, and that's exactly how I felt. At the same time, I recall I felt cold all over. It could be that I was just freaking out for no reason, but I swear the temperature dropped, like people say, cold spots. I turned around, but there was no one there. My kitchen still felt very cold.
Nah, man, it was creepy. Like I said, that thing I saw in the dark when I turned the lights and there was nothing there. And then the guy that was a linebacker, that motherfucker's brolic and big. He ended up fainting by having something attack him.
When I was developing,
nah, man, no, don't play around. Don't play around. That mansion was creepy, man. That has
until much later in the mid-2000s. But I believe this is exactly who I
nah,
met.
man. Look up the story. Nah, man. That's just. I have respect for that house. I'm not saying anything bad about those people who died there. You never make fun of the dead, never. Because motherfuckers can come and haunt you even from far away. So I have nothing but respect for that house.
So maybe this
nah, you could tell that motherfucker was big. That's what I'm saying. What the hell could attack him that made him faint and knock himself out on the floor? Like, who the hell is gonna attack a linebacker? Tell me, especially in the house.
I had a long involved bout sleep paralysis in my early 20s. I'm 41 now. I had been experiencing sleep paralysis pretty often.
Why, before we're going to sleep, we gotta see about sleep paralysis?
One night, I woke up to sleep
Get
paralysis.
the fuck out of here.
To them circling my bed. They moved faster and faster until they became.
What is that face in the corner of the bed? What the fuck?
Within the circle, but he was hovering over my bed, wearing a top hat. When he saw that I saw him, he aggressively got in my face and moved his head around mine, like he was trying to smell me or something. I struggled and struggled to wake up. Then I suppose you would say came out of my body, but it felt as heavy, like my astral body was made out of metal. So I rolled and fell onto the floor. I saw, sitting on the floor, cross-legged, what looked to be an apparition of myself when I was young. I was full color.
Probably the next link will be for the chance to laugh so that you won't laugh as much, because we can end on a good note. Yes, please.
Be careful, or it's going to be okay.
It's already 1 a.m. What the fuck? I didn't keep track of the fucking time. Oh, no, it's about to be 1 a.m. Okay, go ahead. Drop the video so we can end the stream. I'm not staying till 1 a.m. It's 12:49 right now. Drop the video so we can watch
I
it.
said, I had a bad dream. She said, so did I. I replied, what did you dream about? At this point, she lifted the covers on my dad's side of the bed. I got in the bed with her, and she lifted my arm into the air. At this point, I actually woke up from the sleep paralysis, and my arm was
wait a
in the
minute,
air.
that looks.
I stayed up the rest of the night,
Hold
freaking
up a
out,
second.
because I knew the dream must have meant something. About a week later, one early morning, a neighbor woke me up and told me my father was outside being taken by the ambulance because he was having a bad disease spell. I got dressed and went outside. They were loading him at this point, and all I saw were his feet. As soon as I saw his feet, I knew he was about to die. Everyone else said, no, he was just dizzy. We got to the hospital, and about half an hour later, we found out that a blood clot hit the back of his brainstem. Choices were allow him to live the remainder of his life as a vegetable, or cut off his life support. We cut off the life support. Was this all a coincidence? Who can say?
What the fuck? It's just too creepy for me, man. It's just too creepy.
My only experience so far with the shadow figure was a few years ago at a friend's house. I was on the couch watching TV with the lights on, and my friend was in his room doing something. I look over to my left, and there against the wall is a shadow figure of a man.
Where does this guy get all these creepy
I'm just
pictures?
looking at him, and he's looking back at me. He turns his head away and starts seamlessly moving towards the hall. I get off the couch to go after him, and and watch him disappear through the cracks of the door. I'm only mentioning this because he had a hat on, not a top hat or a fedora. It had a front bill, but didn't look like a baseball hat. Maybe a newsboy cap? This is my first post on Reddit. I've been reading paranormal stories for months, after a friend said I should post my stories here. I've had many paranormal weird experiences in my life, but this was one of the most memorable.
Get the fuck out of here. Yo, alright, let's end on a good note, and then we're gonna leave it there. I need to play a video game after this to calm my shit down, because that shit was creepy as fuck.
Digo, ¿se puede saber qué demonios me ves?
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here! They made it just like the anime. Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! That actually made my night a little bit better. I was freaked the fuck out with the previous video. Yo, we need to do this every time we do the spooky video reactions. Give me a video just like that at the end so I can calm down and soothe down, because yo, those videos were fucking crazy, especially that top hat motherfucker. Alright, we're gonna leave it there for now. I might have one more stream for you guys. With that being said, if you're new to the channel, consider liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. And if you already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help out my videos a lot. With that being said, Nani Loco Doka, and thanks for coming through, and everybody else who was just lurking in the back. I'll leave you guys with the outro, and I'll see you boys and girls next time. Have a wonderful night. I have seen JoJo before. It's good stuff. Thanks for your viewership, boys and girls, and I'll see you in the next stream. Have a wonderful night. Peace.